Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play, that's him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third down give to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's 2nd and 11. That's on target, Puka Nacua. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys bring a couple extra defensive backs out. 3rd down coming. They're throwing it. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Fields this clean at the 30. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Rams will take possession. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go play action here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. And the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Putting a receiver in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 43. Buys time, rolling right. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Takes out a one-stop. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Working inside the red zone. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Robinson on the inside give. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 32. He puts some power on a deep one left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. No one around. He's got space. And the Rams get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
16 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. The man's got it. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. Cardi down for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams push their lead to 21-zip already. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. First down, here's Dak. Brought in. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Picked up by the Rams. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They go play action on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll run now on second down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Has him on the quick hitter. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake here. Hits his running back. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he drives this forward to the 6. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hit.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams grow their lead yet again. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
This, our last play of the quarter. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's an early runaway. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 4th down, so we should see the punt team on to send it away. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first is Prescott. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Running left is Robinson. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Prescott will look to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Dak to the air here. He's got a man left. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Another carry for him. Has another lead. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. They're going play action. Connects on the crosser. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He finds him right side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams trying to add to their lead. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. They've got a man in motion. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Working quickly here. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams continue piling on to this lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Throwing again is Dak. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Finds him on the slant. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys chop some of the lead off before the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this won't be a return. It's going to be a touchback, but because it hit in the landing zone first, Brock, per the new rules this season, the ball comes out to the 20 and not the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing it to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. Launching deep down the right. Deep sideline shot. He is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Starting from the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Throwing now from the gun. Big gain downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Pass play on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Throwing deep for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Thought he had a touchdown there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 12 now. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams tack on 7 more to their lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Dak now from the gun. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Rams will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers. Offense up to the line fast. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play. 3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field. And he's out of bounds, not the return that he had drawn up, no way, and actually loses yards. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively. From the gun is Prescott. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. To the air now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Here he is on 3rd and long. His pass caught by Nakua. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be third and long. Here's a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on fourth down. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They just get the play off. Flush down out to his left. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Cowboys football, and their season's going to be over if they don't erase this deficit. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He throws a bullet deep to the right side, and they pick him off again. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes. But
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing on third and long. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Slice kick is up and good. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, running back in the flat.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Running back sent in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
Shovel pass complete. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Rams kicking team is ready. Then they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. A run here with Robinson. And he's brought down after a short gain. Working quickly here. First throw for the backup now. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
2nd down, here's Prescott again. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And they'll kneel this down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Catch made to right side by Nakua. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Rams are going to have a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Rams continue adding on to that lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Dak now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Rams have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Coleman with the grab. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
That's how I be happening. Just for all my